Hey guys, and welcome back to the Hairdryer Treatment.
Sorry.
Very good, cut hair.
No, I went to wedding reception lah, so you can start already, right?
You go wedding reception like this.
Yeah.
Then you try to seduce the bride, you see.
Why to violate me like that lah?
See, guys, 100 likes also cannot. Look at him. Same. 100 likes, guys. We will kick him out of the show.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again.
Man, you fans some more.
Hey.
Okay? You can stay now. Okay? 100 likes, guys. Please. Okay? Let's get to the show, okay? Thank you.
Hey guys, and welcome back to the Hairdryer Treatment with me, KC, in the studio once again with the boys, Bara, Liverpool Xiao Mark II, Liverpool Xiao himself, and of course a latecomer today, Mr. Hole in the Jeans Man. And we're back with a preview for Gameweek 24. This time it's going to be a bit different. We're going to go snappy, and it's going to be less than 30 minutes. If it's more than 30 minutes, we will record a video of us punching Kishan
Then
and
you can
give it to you.
please dislike button, can? If more than 30 minutes, at least that one.
So,
I
okay,
have no idea what I've done.
If you have the energy to hit the dislike button, you have the energy to hit the like button as well. So 100 likes and Kishan will be expelled from the hairdryer treatment and he will be selling jeans at Uniqlo for the foreseeable future. So,
Hi, welcome to Uniqlo.
so please help us get that like target and onto the show. We're coming to the first game of Game Week 24. Let's get to it. Mr. Bara, why don't you lead us through the first game? Liverpool, Leicester City taking on Liverpool in a top 4 clash. What do you think of the game? And before you go, we would like, I know we tweeted this earlier, we would like to send our condolences to Jurgen Klopp and his family members for undergoing this loss. And I think a lot of us were a bit harsh on him in the last couple of weeks. Not knowing, of course, we were unaware of the situation going on in the background. And that's why he seemed to be a bit sort of angsty and out of sorts
like
in
out
his
of character
interviews,
of him
out of
too,
character.
yeah.
So now we know why, and we would like to extend our heartfelt condolences to him and his family. And having said that, going to the game, it's Leicester versus Liverpool. Do you think you can get a result?
Old manager against new manager.
Every game I say we will win, and it's fucking up. But I think we will win because it's at Anfield, right, Kumar?
No,
It's at Leicester City. It's at the King Power.
King Power. I think we should get a result. I don't think we will lose. But I think like half an hour before this, we found out that Fabinho is having a little minor issue, which is what they keep saying for all the injuries. So he's out. So I'm guessing it's a Kabak.
I heard Kabak starting.
Hendo, Kabak. Hendo. I'm guessing it should be that. Leicester have not been amazing, but they've been decent. Definitely there's going to be a fight.
They have been coming to form.
Yeah, they have been getting. I'm believing it's going to be a draw.
But
If we push, we can win the game. But the problem with Liverpool is right now there's no push factor.
the problem with Leicester as well is they always bend over for Liverpool.
I think the incentive for Leicester is if they were to win this game, they'll make that 6-point
Yeah,
margin between Liverpool
correct,
and
yeah.
and
I mean,
that would look very bad.
Yeah, very bad
Liverpool.
for the champions, you know.
For the champions.
Yeah. Well, I
Kumar,
can't
we'll
believe
come to
I'm
you to
saying
wrap it
this.
up as well with this game. Liverpool versus Leicester. Do you think they can get a result? Liverpool always seem to get a result against Leicester. So.
Yeah, we have been getting good results in the past, especially at their home also. But Jamie Vardy is back for this game, so it's going to cause even more problems without any of our seniors at the backs. We have to win for Klopp, for Liverpool, for the fans. We have to get back on track and top 4. I mean, if we don't win this game, top 4 is going to look even more unlikely.
And that is unspeakable for Liverpool.
Yeah,
at this
that
point.
is catastrophic.
West Ham
Like,
and
my
Chelsea
opinion,
only a point
as a
behind
champion,
Liverpool,
as a
Not-
champion
yeah.
of the previous
That's
season.
almost akin to if Liverpool don't qualify for Champions League and don't win anything this season. Almost akin to how it's a bit different in the International World Cup. I think it was Spain were champions one season. They got knocked out. From the group stages.
That's the World Cup curse.
Yeah, so that's akin to that, something like
Correct.
that happening for Liverpool. So,
I will
yeah.
quit the show, guys.
So,
if this happens.
having said that, do you want to give us your predictions, and we'll jump around for the predictions.
Predictions, I think I'm siding to Liverpool, 2-1. I think we will
2-1.
come back. Yeah.
Kishan, what do you think about the game and the predictions?
Whenever Leicester play against Liverpool, they always end up on Pornhub. So
Yes, it's true.
Oh shit.
Despite their
despite
form,
how good they are, they always end up on Pornhub, and then they kind of thing, they kind of like thing that goes behind Leicester.
it's like Liverpool is their bogey team of sorts.
Yeah, they always tend to like
Choke against them.
choke against them. Yeah, but it's quite hard to predict because Liverpool now lost 3 games in a row at home. But I think Liverpool might edge this because of the whole motivation factor. Maybe a 1-0, like a very edgy 1-0 win for Liverpool.
I'll go next. I think Liverpool is going to win this. Like I said, Leicester don't seem to be able to get a result against Liverpool side like this. In the last couple of years, even I think no matter how on form they are, they always lose points. I think I'm going to go for a 2-1 to Liverpool. And Bara, predictions?
The depression is real, but I'm going to follow you.
We can see it from your face.
I think it's 2-1. I think it should be 2-1. Just win this game, guys.
All right, we got all our predictions for that game. Moving on quickly to the next game. Crystal Palace versus Burnley, a game that not a lot of us are going to watch, but a game that we're going to cover nonetheless. But this time, only one person is going to talk about that game, and I'm going to randomly assign that person. I think Kishan, shit game of the week, possibly.
Yeah,
Crystal Palace versus Burnley.
Zaha against Sean
think?
Dykes, man. It's a very difficult game to talk about. And Palace is a bit on and off. You know, the games where you actually write them off, they will win like 1-0, 2-0. And then games where you think they have a chance, they will like, fuck, they'll lose like 2-0. That kind of thing. The defense is a bit shitty at the back. Cahill, sometimes he will score the game winner. Sometimes he will be the one that, most suspect at the back. Attack is a bit meh. The only stand-up performer is Eze at the moment. Burnley look like they are picking up form, but recently I think they've lost a few games in a row.
They beat the champions.
They did beat the champions, of course.
But they lost to City
They
and
have been
Chelsea,
losing,
right?
yeah, they have been losing
both
after that,
like 2-0. So
Not by heavy margin,
not by heavy margin, but
but still a loss
they have been
nonetheless.
not even found out, but they are that team that you will go and beat, that kind of thing. They have reached a status again. So for me, I feel like Palace have to look at this game and like it's a game between like bottom teams. If you don't get a win, you're going to find yourself closer to the relegation battle. But that being said, the relegation teams are way far off from like those in 17. I think I can see like Palace winning this like 2-0.
2-0.
2-0.
Kumar, predictions quickly.
0-0.
0-0 game.
I think it'll be a
For
tie.
me, I think it's going to be 1-0 to Crystal Palace. Bara, your
I think
predictions?
0-0. No Zaha.
Oh, no, Zaha.
Oh, no,
No
Zaha.
Zaha injured, ma.
Yeah, he's out. He's
He's out.
Then there's
Okay,
Eze,
so I'm going to change my prediction. I'm going to go with
There's
a
Eze.
1-0 Burnley.
Sorry if you are wrong, but I think Zaha, if I'm not wrong, Zaha is injured.
Yeah, he's injured. I
You
mean,
know, actually, some people are actually looking at our predictions and,
Oh, really?
and I got some comments.
money or what, then credit us or something.
Please,
That like lah! 500 plus view, 34 like. He also don't want to cut it.
at least
okay.
he can use the money.
Final
to cut his
predictions
hair
for that
lah.
game. And then Burnley, Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace, Burnley.
0-0 game.
0-0 game. Okay, gotcha. Is Manchester City versus Tottenham Hotspur at the Etihad Stadium. We're going to come with a big game discussion because this is the biggest game of the game week. Kishan, I'm going to start things off with you.
Big game. I mean, Spurs.
Ironically, like I said before, as I was saying earlier, the big game of the week turns out to be the shit game of the week most days now.
Mostly,
So,
I
what do you think about this game?
City will be coming off based on a high because they beat the former champions Liverpool at their own home ground, right? So they have that. They went through to the next round of FA Cup. Spurs, I know we all know that the goal fest at I think was it Goodison Park that
5-4.
5-4, yes.
They
In the
lost,
FA
they
Cup.
lost,
They
they
lost.
Yeah. Then they have not been performing in the league. Form is a bit off. I don't see Spurs mounting a challenge for the top 4. I feel like they're very much of like a Europa League kind of team. Spurs. I'm hoping Spurs can actually pull off a win against City, like a surprise kind of thing, because like it's a United perspective thing. But the thing is, you cannot expect much from Mourinho's man. They have Kane back, they have Son performing game because now he has that English fella beside him again, right? Like, those fellas are like brokeback mom, that kind of thing. But that thing aside, okay. Those stuff aside, but like, I mean, it's that partnership. No one can really like gauge or like quantify what kind of partnership they have. But yeah, I hope they can like do something against City's backline.
From a United perspective.
From a United perspective.
And obviously from a Liverpool perspective as well, you want to lose points.
Yeah,
want to
because
drop points.
now their point difference is like 5 with a game in hand. So it could be 8.
We want them to lose points at this stage.
You want them to
so
lose
these
points.
are the games.
And these are the games, yeah.
they
And Mourinho
have a chance to do
has a way of setting up teams that will know he won't win exactly all 3 kind of points, but he'll make sure that the other team loses points. So maybe like lose 2 points kind of thing.
So yeah, my opinion of the game is that I don't think City are going to drop points here. I think Mourinho has lost it. Last couple of games has proven that as well. His tenure at Man United is prime example of that as well. He came into Spurs, he was having a very good moment like at the start of the season, found themselves on top for
I
quite
think
a
it's more
while.
like a new manager bounce kind of thing for
Yeah,
Spurs.
so I think that Pep has a solid defense going. He doesn't really have a lot of injury problems, bar the Aguero thing, but they're dealing without him. They're dealing without Kevin De Bruyne as well. So it's a scary thought when he comes back, what they can do. For me, I think that it's going to be City, but it's going to be a narrow win because obviously Spurs are going to park the bus. I think after that 5-4 performance from Spurs, I think Mourinho is going to be like, shut the hell up. It's my way or the highway. And it's going to be 10 men.
Channel his inner Bruce.
Yeah, don't bring up Bruce, man. It's going to be a backs to the wall performance on Spurs. Whether they can hold out is a totally different issue. But I think City will not concede. I think their clean sheet run ended against Liverpool.
Yeah,
but I think they're going to resume it in this game. Any last thoughts on this game from Kumar and Bara? Come on.
In all honesty, I think City 3-0.
City 3-0?
Yeah, Spurs don't have a chance at the Etihad. They're not going to score because all they've been doing this season is playing that partnership, the counter attack, and Pep's not stupid. He knows Mourinho.
Yeah.
They got history. They're like exes. He knows what he's going to do.
This a better City side compared to.
It is a much. I wouldn't say better. I would say
Much more
like what you always
more
like to say.
pragmatic City
The
side.
pragmatic City side. Look at what he did at Liverpool. He didn't go for the win. He just let things happen.
Liverpool gave the goals.
He gave it to them, and at the end of the day, they were just nicely close at the back.
The
and they
scoreline doesn't say much about the game. To be
yeah, it
honest.
doesn't. I mean, if you watch the game, you know it's not a 4-1 game.
It's not a
yeah,
4-1
it's just
Liverpool
sounds,
just decided to
Ellison just like, I don't want the league anymore. Fuck off. But 3-0, honestly. Spurs 5-4 against Everton.
Leaking goals.
Leaking goals at the
Leaking
back.
goals at the back.
Kumar, so you're going for
I'm going for 3-0 City.
3-0 City. Mr. Kumar,
Yeah,
predictions and thoughts on why?
Maybe not 3-0, but Pep sure will win this game. I think 2-1.
You think Spurs will score?
Yeah, maybe like a counter attack. I can see like a Harry Kane Son combination there. Yeah.
Not to I can't find the word, not to disagree with you, but if Liverpool, the champions, can only score a penalty against City, I don't see how Spurs are going to score it. Because they only have that two. It's a duo.
But it's a different type of football both teams play.
Yeah, no,
Liverpool,
true, yeah.
Liverpool
You see-
are up in your face and they're passing in
correct.
and around your box.
Like what you said, they're pragmatic. They're not going to open up at the back. And the only way Spurs have been scoring is through the counter attack.
Correct.
So
And
he
if
knows.
City plays
They
the high
will
line.
throw the ball.
They're not going to play the high line today. He's not played the high line the whole season. Actually, since Ruben Dias has come in,
Their game plan has always been like, we hoof the ball up to Kane and Son. They will run and score.
they will run and score. And that's only when the opponents are open and they have not enough men there. But look at City against Liverpool. Half their men were behind. They just played the ball forward. Pep's got this.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Scoreline?
I'm still going for 2-1.
No,
2-1.
like I said, it's your opinion. But I just feel, I don't think Spurs are going to score.
Okay, so for me, I think I'm going to go with a 1-0 City. I think it's going to be a tight game. And but I think City will dominate possession, dominate proceedings and everything. Spurs will have an odd 1 or 2 chances, but I think City's defense should be able to see it out. And I think it's going to be a 1-0.
For me, I think it'll be a 2-0 City win. I think a very comfortable City win.
Comfortable City
Yeah,
win.
comfortable.
Yeah,
I think
all of us predict
the
that.
magnitude of the defeat will be decided on the timing of the first goal. If it's early, it's 3-0. If it's late, it's 1-0. And if they play the score early, relax, then 70 minutes we score one more, then it's 2-0.
Yeah, it's very
but
a City win is expected.
City win is expected. They have the league under control right now.
And you're playing Mourinho Spurs.
Yeah, Mourinho Spurs.
Right, so those are our predictions for the big game this week. It's at 1:30 on Sunday morning. So do remember to check that game out. Come back to see our predictions as well and see if you can make some money off of it. I mean, do take it by today. I think it closes by tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
If you want to take it. But yeah, so moving on to the next game. I think it's Brighton versus Aston Villa. I'm going to come out with this, your thoughts and your predictions, and we'll kick us off with all our predictions. Brighton versus Aston Villa, a team at the bottom who we didn't really expect to be at the bottom, and a team on top who we didn't really expect to be on top. So it's a roles reverse kind of thing. What's your thoughts and your prediction?
Brighton, I mean, they are a good side, and I think they beat us and beat the champions at Anfield also.
Everybody's winning us.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
Can you
it
stop
says
saying
a lot about Brighton.
What's the scoreline for the game?
1-0 now.
1-0.
Says a lot about the team and what Graham Potter is trying to create in that club right now. So
Looks kind of scary in that picture.
yeah, actually, oh my god.
He looks like a headmaster from Hogwarts or something.
Yeah,
I was thinking that.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
actually
yeah.
thinking that.
I mean,
Okay, sorry.
So maybe
Potter.
there's an effect over there, the Hogwarts effect. So coming to this game, Aston Villa a bit patchy, I guess. But
They beat Aston last week.
yeah, but I will say that Arsenal also had their fair amount of chances in that game also. But it's just that Aston Villa were a bit more organised in that game, and they took the chances well. But it was a 1-0 win for them.
Who do you think is going to come out on
He
this?
didn't watch the game, guys. We were
I don't know, I just see
we were
a-
screening it when the match was going on, so actually he doesn't know what happened.
Moving on.
No, but correct. We were playing the match.
We were playing it here.
No, but correct. What do you say? Arsenal had their chances. Villa were just, I wouldn't say lucky. They held on for the win. It was not
Yeah.
convincing. Yeah.
So, but I don't know. I just see a 1-1 draw in this game.
1-1
Yeah.
draw.
Fair.
Kishan, predictions?
Villa 1-0.
Villa 1-0.
Yeah.
Bara?
Villa won.
Villa 1-0. I'm going for a Brighton 2-1.
Who?
Yeah, so I'm actually going for an upset against Villa.
Oh, wait,
although-
when anyone else go for upset, no one say anything. But when I do it,
Because you do
everyone
it,
comment.
you do stupid things.
See,
man. This
maybe
is
when he does
perfectly
this, you
applicable.
might win some cash.
Yeah, I see. Yeah. So
Cash.
magic
Sorry,
cash.
guys. So lame.
So moving on quickly to the next game, we have on the list, I think, is Southampton
Southampton.
versus Wolves. I'll take this one. Southampton versus Wolves. Two teams that are comfortably going to remain in the league. There's no question about that. It's whether they get European football this season. They have both gone through patches where they have picked up points and they've picked up the odd points when we didn't expect them to.
I'm
And
going to stop you for there for a bit. I have to remind you, these two teams played yesterday only.
Yeah, 2-0 Southampton.
2-0 Southampton.
oh, they played
Away.
the FA Cup.
FA
as
Cup,
well.
Yeah, FA Cup.
And
2-0.
Southampton won, right?
2-0.
Yeah, Southampton won away.
So, like I said, yeah, it's going to be it's two teams that we don't know which team is going to turn up because on multiple times, Southampton got spanked 9-0 by United, and then they have gotten results against all these other sides that we expected them to drop points against. But yeah, it's going to be a very unexpected game. I think that both teams can come out with this one, and judging by the fact that yesterday Southampton won against Wolves, I think maybe we can see a better fight from them in the league from a Wolves perspective. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw game between Southampton at the St. Mary's Stadium. And Wolves, predictions from you guys?
Wolves have been horrible. I mean, they got their win against Arsenal, but they were lucky. Arsenal were robbed, to be honest.
Yeah.
So, and look at yesterday, they won 2-0 away. I honestly think Wolves are done for the season. Until he
about staying in the league,
It's about staying. They will stay in the league, like what you said. They will finish in the mid-table, but they're done for the season. I'm going Southampton 1-0 this time.
Kumar?
I think Southampton not very organised. I don't know whether they really. I mean, it's like a hot and
Cold team, yeah.
So I think Wolves will win 8-0. No, like just. I mean,
Not
they-
doing better than the 9.
Yeah. No, but I think this game will end up in a draw. So like, after what happened in the FA Cup, maybe Wolves will do some homework.
Yeah,
in
I
this
mean, perhaps because they just played.
So I'm
Yeah.
going
Westergaard
for-
is back as well.
No, I agree with you say. Southampton is hot and cold,
Yeah.
but Wolves have just been horrible after Jimenez has left. As in,
1-1, I'm going
injured.
1-1.
1-1. Alright, so I mean, Vestergaard is back, like you mentioned earlier. I think defense a bit more sound. Ings is firing again. I feel like we'll see a repeat again. So maybe Southampton 2-0.
So going on to the next game, West Bromwich Albion taking on Manchester United. Of course, the reverse fixture was a 1-0
1-0
win for
Bruno
United.
Fernandes
I think, Kishan,
penalty.
I'll let you take this game, and then we'll kick off
I
with
think
your
that's
predictions.
biased. You should ask me.
No, why?
Because he's going to say final menu. What?
I would say
No,
fine.
we're going to come predictions for everyone.
Oh, okay.
But I just want to get the thoughts from the United fan on what I can expect
Yeah, I
from this
mean,
game.
previous game against Everton, horrible
You can skip
defending.
now, guys. Just press the YouTube.
Horrible defending at the end. I think we all saw it coming when. I mean, I've seen it so many times already. Right?
No, to be honest, this game I didn't see it coming.
Like-
That's why I was so pissed off.
I was.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, when. Throughout the whole game, if you keep your eyes on Maguire, he has been suspect throughout from
De
first
Gea
minute.
as well, to be honest with you, for the
Yeah,
first goal.
the first goal, yeah.
The
but
first goal, yeah.
Remember that foul, which is not a foul, but he just like he fell.
Yeah,
face
and
flat.
then he
Then he
didn't
expected
chase
to
back.
get a foul, but it was so soft, and then they started like counter-attacking. It could have been 3-3 at the point. That was the signal, really. If we are not awake, if we don't wake up, and start defending properly, we're going to concede.
The
And-
reverse fixture also was a very tight game. It was a penalty that won us the game. I think it was a 1-0
Which one,
win
the
at
West
Old
Brom
Trafford.
one, right?
It was 1-0 at Old Trafford. I
that was
believe.
because West Brom was a bit more tight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
and,
on this reverse fixture, what do you think?
I mean, based
That
off,
was a Slaven Village team, actually.
correct. His last game as
Last few
West Brom
games,
manager. Coming back from like the previous game we played against, I hope we do see some changes where you see like the likes of Henderson, because West Brom is a very physical side, and when you take your corners or like set pieces, De Gea is he's timid as fuck. Like, he will never come out and, catch a ball and stuff. He's very good at his gag reflexes and, his
Shot stopping.
shot stopping
Yeah.
is excellent. He's freakish.
The aerial balls are where he's a bit weaker.
But when it comes to coming out to get the ball, he's not the one. Henderson is. And we've seen that multiple times.
He's cleaned out his own players trying to do
Exactly.
it. So.
And he's very commanding at the back. So if you have this asshole like Maguire as captain.
Asshole.
I mean, honestly, like, I'm fed up with him. To me,
I
he's like a
think
Phil Jones.
most of us are. Most
He's
of
like
us
$80 million Phil Jones. He is careless. He pretends like he's doing something, but then he looks stupid as fuck.
The
Like,
wayang kind of
Yeah,
sloppy. Like, you
exactly.
see, he played the whole line on side.
Exactly.
And then he turned and he's the first one to
He's
raise.
the first
Come on,
one.
you're
I'm
the
like-
captain.
I was watching the game. I was like, why are you doing that when you are the one?
You're the one, you know it.
Exactly. Like, so he's the Phil Jones for me.
He's that guy who just likes to play the it's not me card, but
finding
when
the one person
to
blame.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like, Maguire only perform if you have someone at the side who is commanding enough, or someone who is
Someone who puts him in his fucking place.
exactly people like
someone
someone
who
like Eric
commands him.
Bailly.
No, someone who goes in for the tackles
Yeah.
will wake him up because he cannot do that. Oh, I'm doing things,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
doing things thing.
That's why when
like
Eric Bailly
Bailly,
plays,
yeah, correct.
he has to be
He has to be on his game.
on
Yeah.
his game. So I need someone like Henderson and Eric Bailly back. Pogba is injured. I know it was a bit tight at the previous time, but
What do you think is going to be the result for this game?
I'm hoping to see people like Mason to kickstart his season again because
Season.
he has been performing recently, but
Small blip, yeah, hasn't scored in
lacking
a
in
few
goals and
games.
stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe a 3-0 United win.
3-0 United, come to Borough.
2-0
Prediction?
United.
United comfortably winning this. Kumar, you were saying you were thinking that they're going to hammer.
The 5-0, right? Former team. Sam and
Your
Aston.
favorite
I'm
team?
going for 6-0.
6-0. Yeah, that's my boy.
No, okay.
Because you don't like the farmer, right?
No, barring the fact that I hate him, and that you all have an 80 million pound fridge at the back, which I think is going to be helpful in this game in a way for the clean sheet. But United definitely away form is great. West Brom's home form is shit, and we have seen that before. So United are going to run riot. You all can enjoy the game, sit down and enjoy, unless something shocking happens.
Like everything.
Okay, so yeah, that's my prediction. 6-0.
Okay,
16.
your prediction was
2-0.
2-0, right? My prediction for this game is a 1-0 win to United. I think we'll scrap another
Bruno
victory.
was rested, right, in the FA Cup game?
Yeah, I mean, he
came
played
on.
the
He
last
came on.
few
He came on.
extra time, yeah.
So yeah, moving on to the next game, I believe it's Arsenal versus Leeds United. This is a
quite
Monday
interesting.
morning game. I'm going to come to Bara. We're going to go with your views on the game and prediction.
Because you know my sister. is
Yeah, exactly.
watching.
Your sister is watching, one of our avid watchers.
Well, Arsenal, like I've said, they have been better. They have been slowly getting up. The pace is a bit slower, their progress, but they are getting there. Leeds, very here and there. I mean, I captained them for last week.
Arsenal, to be fair, can make the argument that they're here and there.
Yeah,
so-
they're here and there, but you can see Arsenal clearly. They're going to win this game. I don't think they're going to win this game. For Leeds, they go to a game that you think
Yeah.
they will win, and they can come back 3-0 losing, and then you're like what we talk, builds up ball, fuck him. No, but they've been good. They've been decent. Leeds, Bamford has been on form. I captained him last week, 12 points, 1-1.
Okay. For me, Arsenal versus Leeds, I think if we see a positive performance from the Gunners, I think if they are a bit more proactive on the ball, not just sitting back and if they have to hold their lines against Leeds and they're constantly being under pressure, then I'll see Leeds walking away with this one. But I'm going to go for a 2-2 result. Leeds versus Arsenal 2-2. For Kumar?
Leeds hasn't won in London, I think, for 3 years, I think, the facts that I read.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, but this season could shock everyone.
Could,
So I'm
yeah.
actually going for a Leeds 3-2 win.
Leeds
This is
3-2.
actually surprising, given that we have so many London teams in the league and they have not beaten them.
Yeah, that's why it's quite surprising, but that's the fact.
Kishan, predictions?
3-1 Leeds, rough enough FPL.
No comment.
Rafinha in the summer, guys.
I hate
That's the
Rafinha more
rumour.
than anyone in this world. Anyway, moving on quickly to the next game. Everton taking on Fulham at the Goodison Park. Of course, we were talking earlier. They beat Spurs in the FA Cup 5-4. It was a superb
Extra
game.
time.
In extra time as well. I think Dominic Calvert-Lewin grabbed a couple of
Yeah,
goals.
he's getting his goals again. He scored
Richarlison
one.
scored.
Yeah,
Richarlison
Richarlison
scored a
scored.
brace, yeah.
Bernard was with the
Bernard
winner.
was the winner,
So it's a very good sign for Everton coming to the league against this Fulham side. But Fulham have been solid at the back. Like you said, they are the drawing team this season. They've been picking up a point slowly, chipping away, trying to get out of the relegation fight. And I stand by my prediction that they will do that at the end of the season. If they just pick up additional 1 or 2 wins against the bottom sides, they will stay in the league this season. And that's a massive credit to Scott Parker, who, including myself, many of us didn't give a chance to. I think in this game, Everton taking on Fulham, though, Everton have that game in them where they just don't do much. And I think they may have used up their goals quota in the FA Cup. So I'm going for a 1-1 draw game. Once again, Fulham with a point in this game. Bara?
2-0 Everton.
2-0 Everton.
I think Everton have it.
Mr. Kumar?
2-0 Everton. And Ancelotti sipping his coffee again.
Wow, that was damn mass.
Oh, yeah, like the
last
5 goal.
97 minutes, and he just like, and I saw a tweet that said, this guy has seen Ramos
he was
score
literally doing this.
last. Yeah. Because this guy has seen Ramos score the Champions League final equalizer at 90 plus 3, so it's nothing for him. Which is why I think Everton, I think they've got a bit of shape now. Kevin is kind of like what he said. They should have it.
I think they have a bit of motivation now. The last minute equalizer against United, kicking Spurs out of the FA Cup. You're playing Fulham, 2-0.
Yeah, correct.
Motivation might be an issue there because a lot of us think that nowadays the game winning, you motivate yourself, but it turns out to be the opposite reaction because they drop their guard a bit.
No, but you see, because the games are coming so like 2-3 days, like midweek, like what you said, they got the thing.
Correct.
You know, and it works a lot when you're playing every other few days because you need to bring yourself up to win again. And you're like, oh, we just beat Spurs. We just draw United.
Correct.
Let's go. And like what you said, they're playing Fulham.
And Everton has games in hand also.
Yeah.
So if they were to win, right, they'll be in the top 4.
I mean, they can catch Liverpool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if that's not motivation for them, I don't know what the fuck is motivation for them, you know?
All right, so moving on quickly to the next game. West Ham taking on Sheffield at Upton Park.
Lingard.
Upton Park, right? Yeah, Upton Park.
Yeah. No, London Stadium.
No,
London Stadium.
Olympic Stadium.
Olympic Stadium.
Olympic Stadium.
I think you're stuck in 2012.
I still remember the Aston Robin Van Persie
The last
hat-trick
game, the
against
last game in
Aston
Aston
Villa
Park
last
was West Ham knocking Man U out of the
shut up. Wasn't
FA
it
Cup or was it the
Going back to this
Okay,
game.
West Ham
West
versus
Ham.
Sheffield. Kumar, thoughts and predictions, and we'll quickly move on to the next one.
Okay, I think it's another shit game of the week. I predict that. But
Antonio is out injured as well.
yeah, he may not even feature in this game.
Oh, fuck. I wanted to bring him in.
That factor itself, I think that Sheffield actually might have a chance in this game. And I'm going for Sheffield 1-0 win.
Sheffield 1-0.
Yeah.
If you guys not noticed, whenever Sheffield win an FA Cup round, right, they go on to win the next game in the league. It happens with United and...
Fuck, do you know this?
Right, very
That's the most
observant.
random shit to know.
This is why the Hairdryer Treatment is the
best
channel you
This
must
is
follow.
what he keeps hidden
I
in his
myself
hair.
don't know where the fuck you got that from. You can go and Google it, guys. If it's wrong, you can dislike.
Yeah,
Plankton.
maybe...
Anyway,
and
score prediction.
Sheffield has not lost in the league, in fact. It's a fact, except for that last game which they did. So, Sheffield 1-0.
Sheffield 1-0. Bara, your predictions?
West Ham 2-0, guys.
Jesse Lingard.
I'm
Jesse
going for
Lingard.
a West Ham 2-1 actually.
And don't forget, Suchek's red card got rescinded.
So
he's
So
playing.
Suchek is playing. I'm going for a 2-1 to West Ham. Lingard double. And moving on quickly to the next game, Chelsea versus Newcastle. The Tuchel revolution is underway. I think they beat what was the team they beat?
Barnsley 1-0.
Barnsley. They beat yesterday in the FA Cup, and he's been picking up results in the league as well.
Unbeaten so far?
Unbeaten, I think. Tuchel.
2 draws, 1
two
draw,
wins or
something
two
like
draws, something like that.
4
But
games,
he's-
3 wins, I think.
But he's unbeaten at the moment. I think he's gotten the defensive shape back into Chelsea. I think they are conceding much less and they're scoring again. So going up against a Newcastle side that picked up a couple of points a couple of weeks ago, but
very
then
good win the last one. That Southampton game, even though it's a bit, when you're playing 9-man 3-2, but it's a very good win.
Yeah, so it's a very good win for them. It'll be an interesting challenge for Tuchel, but I think Tuchel has the individual talent that's going to edge him over Steve Bruce's Newcastle side. I'm going for a 2-0 Chelsea. Bara, score prediction.
Same, 2-0 Chelsea.
2-0 Chelsea.
Easy. Tuchel has been good. Chelsea, like what he said, finding their shape.
Who's at home? Chelsea or
Chelsea at home.
Stamford Bridge, right?
Yeah, and I watched the Newcastle game, actually, the one with Southampton. They were 10 men like in the first part of the second half, but they held on. They got their goals early. I don't think they have it in them to beat Chelsea. 2-0 solely because Chelsea are not great.
They're not great, yeah.
But they will get the goals. I'm banking on Werner. Werner might just score today. It's Newcastle, and they don't have Callum Wilson.
Disclaimer, he won't. Moving on to the next game. Your predictions for Chelsea against Newcastle, then move on to the
I
next
don't
game.
want to predict, but
I've
it's okay.
yet to predict also.
Yeah. 3-0 to Chelsea because
Chelsea?
Callum Wilson is
Comfortable,
out, so no focal point for them.
Sam Maximan is back. I don't know why I had to violate my guy Steve Bruce like that. 1-0 Newcastle.
1-0 Newcastle. This is why we fuck you.
On to the
Anyway,
next game.
The next two games we're quickly going to go through is the double game week in FPL circumstances. If you look at your FPL app, Burnley versus Fulham. Oh God, I'm going to go really quickly. I
Another
think
shit game of the week.
This is the shit game.
Legit shit
no, but going by the trend, I'm going to actually predict. I'm not even going to talk about this game. I'm going to predict a 2-2 draw. 4 goals scored in this game, and that's just how it's going to be. And it's
Game over for them.
0-0, game over for them. Predictions, and then we'll quickly go to the last game.
0-0.
No. 0-0, 2-2.
Burnley 2-0.
Burnley 2-0.
1-0 Burnley.
1-0 Burnley. Shit game of the week. No need to talk about it so much. Moving on quickly to the final game, Everton versus Man City, which we're not going to really harp on as well. We gave our...
This is a game in hand, right?
This
gave
is
our-
Merseyside versus Manchester, but we don't really care.
Yeah, we don't really give a fuck. This is like the B.
It's the blue side
the
of Manchester.
The B-rate Manchester derby.
Yes, correct.
Not Manchester derby, the Manchester Merseyside derby. So going to this, I think we don't even really talk about it. Everton are good on form, but City is just a new side this season with Ruben Dias at the back. So I'm gonna go for a City win. I'm gonna go for a 2-1 City win. Although Everton will keep it tight. Kumar?
Might be a lot of goals in this game. I'm actually going for a 2-2 draw.
2-2
actually.
draw
Yeah.
game. So City drop points.
Yeah.
3-2 Everton. I can see it. Recent game is going to push Everton to that point where Ancelotti be like, I want to get the top 4, that kind of thing.
Hey,
United perspective.
Sakti, what's the timer on the... What's the timing now on the
You can see this TV.
No, on his app, on his editing software. Okay, shut the fuck up.
See, 23, right? Like 2 and 3. Like, that's a fucking
But
sign.
what's your prediction?
I think because it's a double game week, City will be a bit tired, and they're playing Spurs, and then Everton away. And Everton not shit, they're pretty decent side. I think Everton can hold them, and Guardiola doesn't have to go and win every damn game now because he has like a 10-point gap over the champions and 5 points against Man U.
Yep.
So 1-1, I think.
1-1 game.
He'll take the point. If they beat Spurs, they will take the point.
Everyone predicted already, right?
Yes,
so,
sir.
okay, that's our predictions for this game. This is a double game week for Manchester City and Burnley, Fulham, and Everton as well. So they play twice this week. And that is our preview for Game Week 24. Do let us know if you enjoyed it. Drop a like, drop a comment, do whatever you want with the video.
as in, like,
100
don't-
likes and this guy disappears forever. And probably you'll see him at Uniqlo anytime.
Hi, welcome to Uniqlo.
So basically, you'll see that more often. Hopefully, if anyone from Uniqlo is watching this, subscribe and
You wanna sponsor
us. Please help this man. And help this man for some reason also because he decided not to wear jeans today. So,
But yeah, I don't know why he's not getting roasted for this.
so like, comment, and subscribe. Follow us on Twitter at TDHC Podcast. We
And
are
most
quite active
importantly,
there.
share with anyone you know. Like,
Basically, yeah. Share, keep it.
Like, people who actually watches our show, ask them to share it with people they know as well.
Yeah.
We want to expand this community to be even bigger.
So,
And,
the views have been going up in the last couple of videos.
Yeah.
We appreciate the support for that. Just help us with this target thing.
Guys, please, 500 plus, 600 plus views. Even if you don't like it,
If
just
1/4
please
of you guys,
press,
if even 1/4 of you guys like the
Yeah,
video,
exactly. Like,
it's the numbers that count, guys. So please help us here. If you view the video, and like I say, even if you don't like it, if you don't like my face, just say I don't like Bharat's face. Then I won't come next week. But please like it at least.
But you're still going to come.
You cannot say that. Then the whole kitchen bed doesn't make sense. We will kick people out, including myself.
100.
But please, guys, if you view it, please like it. Thank you so much.
Thank you for your support. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again in the next episode. Take care and peace.
Bye.